Welcome into the studio for today's episode of the Lund University International Podcast. My name is Tim Parker and I'm an International Communications Officer here at Lund University at External Relations. And today we're going to be talking about the International Mentor Program. I have two guests in the studio with me today. So we have Tilda.
Hi, my name is Tilda and I'm currently the International Mentor Coordinator.
And
my name is Johanna. I'm just a student worker. No, but I'm a student worker.
Fantastic. And you've been involved in the International Mentor Program as well.
Yes, we've both been mentors and student workers since 2020.
Yeah,
I think we started. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And we met because we were both put as mentors in the same group. It's a fun fact about us.
Oh, nice.
And we're friends.
Yeah, I would even say best friends.
Would even say best friends.
Yeah.
Perfect. That sounds good.
Yeah.
And for those of our audience listening, could you please tell us what is the Lund University International Mentor Program?
You're the mentor coordinator, so take it away.
Sure. I would say like a way for students, both Swedish and international students, to be guided to the incoming international students that have just arrived in Sweden for like the entire semester. And this semester we have around like 160 mentors, so it's quite a lot.
Wow.
And the groups are between 4 and 5 mentors with around 20 to 30 mentees that we call them, the international students that just arrived. So we have the mentors and the mentees. And the different mentor groups do activities for the new students, so they can get a warm welcome to Lund and get to know everything about the student life and how to be a Lund student or just live in Sweden, basically. And I would say that it's a perfect way to get to know more people. Most students come like alone without knowing anyone from before, so it's a perfect way to just get some friends or like someone to talk to or ask questions in the beginning of the semester. And I would say that it's perfect both if you're introverted or extroverted, like it's like something for everyone. And yeah, you can basically put in as much time as you want to in the mentor program.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add?
I mean, an important point is that both the university arranges some activities
Yeah.
that the mentors group can go to together, but the mentors also arrange activities for just the specific mentor group. I'm trying to figure out what we did, because we did it during the pandemic as well.
Yeah.
But we hosted like kind of
A tour.
Yeah, tours around Lund.
Yeah.
The pandemic version was us recording videos. They exist until it's very awkward.
Yeah, we don't want to look at that
No.
again.
But
then
we did host a tour.
Yeah, we did. So basically we like went around campus and looked at different buildings and like in town showed them like the supermarket or like some stores where you can find anything you need.
Yeah.
Basically.
And just a cathedral.
Yeah.
That's like a big touristy thing in Lund.
Yeah, and
Also
the university library.
Yeah. We showed them different nations.
Yes.
Ah, perfect.
And yeah.
What are nations for those people listening out there?
Good question. And both of us are involved in our nations as well, so it's fun.
Yeah.
The nations are the main social part of student life. So there's 12 different official nations.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, within
Yeah.
Studentlund.
Within Studentlund,
Yes.
That's right, yeah. And Studentlund is like an umbrella organization for the entire student life in Lund. But the nations, they host pubs and clubs and lunches. They have study cafes. So they're also a great way to meet people and meet friends. Yeah.
Fantastic. So it sounds like the international mentor groups just help introduce new students to all aspects of Lund's amazing student life. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you mentioned a couple of activities, such as going to the library and the cathedral and the nations. What else did you guys get up to with your mentor groups?
We joined the challenge hunt, the point challenge hunt.
Yeah, the treasure
What
hunt
is the treasure
challenge.
hunt?
Which is also organized by the external relations for all the mentor groups, where you basically do some challenges. We have some organizations involved in that too, some of the nations. And then I actually hosted a game where you were supposed to throw a ball and get to know each other's names. So that was interesting. And then you got like different letters and trying to form a word in the end. So it sounds more complicated than it is, but it was very fun to be part of.
And it's a way both to kind of get to know each other and see different parts of Lund as well.
Yes, exactly.
Because the challenges are in different parts.
And then there's also Sports and Games Day that External Relations also organize, where you can also just come with your mentor group and have a fun time. And this year we had like a little quiz where you can win prizes with your mentor group as well.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that's also a challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, as we said before, we were mentors during the pandemic, and then we couldn't do everything we wanted to. But like other examples that we try to recommend to the mentor groups is to go together to Malmö and IKEA, for example, to get like candles or whatever you need for the winter time. And maybe even like a trip to Copenhagen or Helsingør in Denmark. Or like just have picnics when it's nice weather outside, go to the nation lunches together, or organize some kind of Swedish games like Cup, for example, which is a popular game that the students that arrive in Lund probably will get to know.
I've got to say, I love Cup.
Yeah,
I
me
love that
too.
game.
It's really fun.
If you have never played before, that's definitely one thing to look forward to when you come to Sweden.
Definitely.
Amongst thousands of other things too.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, like board game nights, or just organize a dinner, or what we call them here, sittnings, together, which is also a nice way to get to know each other and the Lund student life.
Exactly. So for those people that don't know, you just mentioned a sitting. What is that?
So usually they are at the nations in their venues, and I would say that they're like a dinner organized by the nation, usually 2 or 3 course meals that is included. And then you sing songs along with the dinner and have a fun time, get to know each other, and just like do a little after school work, I would say. Or how would you describe
and
it?
there's different themes as well. Some of them are called ugly sittings. They're usually the most fun ones.
Okay.
It's where you don't dress up. It's a costume party, kind of. Imagine Halloween, but all around.
Yeah.
All around.
We also have the more fancy
Exactly.
dinners where you have fancy dresses or a suit. But usually all of that, sold.
Great. Well,
Also, one more point.
not as many points.
No, it's not about sittings, but about the events in general. Because we tried hosting, we did one Zoom thing before everyone came to Sweden,
Yeah.
just to kind of like introduce ourselves. And then we did a few events during the first weeks. And then we also tried to do a few events throughout the semester. Because not everyone finds their best friend in the start. So we're like, okay, let's host a few events. Because we can also be their friends. We're still friends with some of our mentees. So
Yeah, we still regularly have like fika or like going to the cafe with some of our friends from the mentor program. And it's been like 3 years now since we met them the first time.
Oh, nice.
And they are like all graduated master students.
living in Sweden. Fully
so that's
now.
also cool.
Working.
Some of them even know Swedish now.
Which is scary.
Very scary. I still like talk English with them and then realize, oh no, they know Swedish now. So that's kind of cool actually.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nice. So what it really sounds like is that the International Mentor Program is a great way to get settled in and make friends in Sweden. That sounds like what you're describing.
Yeah, that's basically it. And I would say that's pretty good. So Johanna and I, we are from Sweden, so we didn't go through the whole mentee process. But if I was an international student coming to Sweden, I would love to join this program. I feel like we offer so much, like not just getting friends, but like getting a guide through the Swedish society. Kind of. Some mentors are international students themselves, and they have been through the same process. And maybe what Johanna and I, as Swedes, can offer is to like help with a guide through like the governmental websites, for example, and answer like questions.
Just like a living Google with a support system that tries to answer questions.
That's a good description, actually.
And if we don't know the answer, we most usually know where to guide them to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Because I guess people, on the one hand, people want to make friends and settle in. They've gone through this whole application process. They've moved to Sweden, and it can be a challenge to meet people. So the mentor program offers that, but also the practical tips, like you just mentioned, like going to the supermarket for the first time as an international student can be a bit confusing, or knowing where to get those basic daily things as well.
Yeah, exactly. And like where to get a bike, for example, because lots of Lund students, they bike everywhere. That's also a question that we got quite a lot.
Yeah.
And we have answers.
We do.
We'll take that when they arrive in Sweden, I think. Too much information at one time.
Nice. And I'm curious about how your mentor groups communicate with each other. Did you have a WhatsApp group or a Facebook group?
Yeah, so we have had a little bit of everything, I think, mainly through Facebook, but not everyone got Facebook. So we try to communicate like through WhatsApp or email.
Yeah. I remember us having a chat with a lot of people, and then a few mentees not having, if it was WhatsApp or Facebook. So we emailed them as well, just trying to like keep everyone up to date with what's going on and not leave anyone out.
Exactly. So there's no need to worry about not having Facebook or WhatsApp or anything. We will make it work.
Nice.
But when you arrive in Lund, just assuming that you're gonna arrive in Lund, you should really get Facebook or update your old Facebook, because that's where all of the different events come out. All of the nations keep their Facebook updated with different events.
Yeah.
So that has become my like main tip for international students. Start using Facebook again.
All right, good. You heard it here first. And I think it used to be the case some years ago, but I guess it's still the case now, that people who have been mentees become mentors later on as well.
Yes, that happens quite a lot. Almost all international students that are mentors now have been mentees themselves. Because they know like how to become a Lund student the best from the international perspective. So I would say that it's a nice way if you want to help someone. Just the way that someone helped you when you arrived. It's a perfect way to do that, to become a mentor. And it's all fun because you organize the activities yourself. Like it's your choice what you want to do. So you can do something that you want to do. Maybe you like climbing, then you can take your mentor group climbing with you and show them what you like as well. So that's also a good tip, I would say.
Fantastic. And I'm just also curious, you sort of mentioned it already, but how often do mentor groups meet?
So it's a lot more in the beginning, I would say, when they first arrive in Lund and before school starts and all of that. So basically more in the beginning, but also throughout the semester, I would say.
Yeah, I think it depends on the mentor group, both on the mentors and the mentees. We as mentors tried hosting one event per month.
Okay.
But it depends on what the mentees want as well. If a mentee would come and say, I might not have, I don't have a lot of friends, can we do something? We would gladly host an event for the entire mentor group without saying any names, just to kind of try to get them together again.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I mean, now in the winter time, there's more activities to do like towards the winter, like maybe going for a Christmas dinner to go together, or going for a Lucia concert, which is basically choir that sings Christmas songs. I don't really know how to explain it.
It's a top recommendation as well for future international students. Go to a Lucia concert, hopefully with your mentor group.
Definitely. Otherwise, you should suggest it for the mentor group, I would say.
Nice. And yeah, I think it has been a case in the past as well that maybe you start off in a slightly more formal setting with your mentor group, and then it kind of organically evolves into a friendship, and then you just realize that you're just hanging out in a sort of normal daily life situation. Would that be a good summary?
Yes.
I don't think yes as well. No,
Yeah.
it's always a little awkward at the start
Okay.
Yeah.
because you're kind of in this group that are forced to become friends.
Which is a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's an amazing thing.
Yeah, that's why we offered the mentor group
Yeah.
program.
So it starts off a little awkward, as all friendships does, and then, when you least expect it, you're friends.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and then you just organize events together with the mentees. So not the mentors organizing it, just everyone together deciding what to do.
Nice. And I'm just thinking about people who are actually signing up to be mentors. The benefits of being a mentee are just, of course, you've explained them for
Yeah.
a few minutes, and of course it's great to be a mentor, but I'm just wondering if there's any rewards for people becoming mentors.
I mean, I feel like just getting new friends is like the biggest reward that you can get. But we also offer a mentor certificate that all mentors that complete the mentor program that will get. And it's good for future job references and so on. I would say like really good for the CV because it shows the intercultural experience and hospitality that you give to these students. We also, the mentors that sign up can also help out during the arrival day when we ask the international students to come and like help out at the airport in Copenhagen, the train station, and also our welcome venue, and even drive the mentees out to their new accommodations. And we also offer the possibility to help out during our orientation week or weeks, where the external relations organize activities such as board game nights or like some hikes to national parks, etc. And then the mentors can also help out with that. So that's also cool. But for that, they will actually get a thank you sitting by just helping out.
Yeah, you mentioned sittings before.
Yeah, I did. So this is like a special type of sittings where we thank the people that have done something for us. So then the whole entire sitting is based on thanking the students that helped out during arrival day and orientation weeks.
Yeah.
Nice. And I just picked up on, that sounds like, I mean, there's so many advantages.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic. And I just picked up on something that you mentioned about the intercultural skills and communication. So Lund is a really, really international environment. We have students from around 130 different countries on campus. But we also have many fantastic mentors from Sweden, like yourself. So it sounds like a really international environment where there's a lot of different cultures mixing together.
Yes, for sure. When I first signed up, I wanted to get the intercultural experience, but I wasn't able to go on exchange yet because I wasn't that into the study years yet. So when I signed up, I didn't really know anyone in my group. And then I met Johanna, and now we are best friends. So, I mean, it worked out that way as well. I can't promise that all mentor groups have Swedes as mentors in them, but it's a good way to also get to know Swedes as a mentee, or just other people that have been through the same experience.
All right. So it sounds like as a Swede, being a mentor, it's almost like going on exchange within Sweden.
Good way of saying it.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like it. I did an exchange when I was 17, so not at university level, but high school. And this was also kind of my way of like meeting more international students.
Yes,
But
exactly.
I was going to say I love international students, but it sounds a bit weird. But I really enjoyed being in an international setting, which is what you get here as well.
Yeah, I did the same when I was 17. And this is a way to get it again without going on exchange. But for people that are going on exchange and are mentors, some faculties actually give some benefits to people that have been international mentors within this program when they apply for exchange studies. And yeah, so people that are interested in that should also ask their faculties about that possibility.
Because it might be easier to be able to go on exchange to your first choice.
Yes,
Top tip.
Yeah.
The benefits continue.
Exactly. That's also a good reward, I would say.
Exactly. And now I'm curious, how does someone sign up to be a mentor or a mentee? Maybe first, let's talk about being a mentor.
Yeah, so we will open the application to become a mentor for the spring semester of 2024 in the beginning of October. And then it's just to apply. The only rule, maybe, I don't know how to say it, but is to be a student at Lund University and then do some trainings that we have and all of that. And then you're an international mentor. So that's kind of easy. So it's just to check out our website or Google, become an international mentor at Lund University, and you will find it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And to become a mentee, how does one do that?
Yeah, you will basically get an email when you get accepted to the university. And then, just sign up to a mentor group. And as we said before, we highly recommend doing this because it's a great way to get to know Lund and people here.
Fantastic. And I'm curious about people who might miss the email to sign up as a mentee. Of course, we want people to sign up on time, but if they don't, is it possible for them to join later?
Of course. Or do you want to say this?
I can do this. No, but on arrival day, as we've already said, we have mentors helping out. And it kind of becomes a competition throughout the mentors to get the most mentees. So if you're an international incoming student who don't have a mentor group yet, grab someone in a light blue t-shirt and they will most probably welcome you to their mentor group.
Nice.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you miss arrival day, you can also join mentor groups by getting to know other international students that are in a mentor group. It's just to join a mentor group or come to the activities that the external relations organize, such as the Treasure Hunt Challenge and the Sports and Games Day. And then you can just join a mentor group.
Fantastic. And was there anything else that you would like to raise about the International Mentor Program that we haven't talked about today? It sounds very good, I must say.
I'm envious. I would love to join it myself.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I think we have said a lot of things about the mentor program. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you both for coming in today, and really encourage everyone listening to sign up to become a mentee on the International Mentor Program.
Yes.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Lund University International Podcast. If you're interested in learning more about Lund University, you can go to our website, lunduniversity.lu.se. You can also follow us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can also chat with our current students on UniBuddy. Don't forget to subscribe, and we look forward to bringing you a new episode very soon.